Follow white rabbit. I'm taking some potions, call me Alice. Watch me grow taller. Yeah, rabbit's watches in his pocket.
Fish on, fish on. Actually didn't think that was a fish then. Oh. Actually I haven't even seen it yet. I can't tell if it's got a big head of weed on it or it's a big fish. That's a pretty decent fish actually. Oh. Keeping down well. Oh. Come on. Not a bad fish at all to start the day. Come on, come on. In the net. Get in. Whew. That is a nice pike. Oh, great way to start. So this is the first fish of the day. I will weigh you some fish. I'll tell you what, it's a fair sized lump. I have to take my time because I've got rocks all around me. And I really don't want to get this fish hurt in any way. Oh, it's got a big old head. Oh, this is a nice double. Very nice double indeed. I'll tell you what guys, what a first fish of the day. Oh, awesome. I must point out, just to see, that's come out so easy. That was one of Ryan Houston jig-flies. Rest. I'm going to rest this fish up and then I'll weigh it. Oh, what a fish. Right, so it seems I've left my weighing scales in the boot of my car. Of all times, the first time in a while where I catch a reasonably nice pike. It was a good double. I don't know, probably 13 to 15 pound bracket, I guess. Bit of an undignified release. It wanted to go, so it flapped and went. But absolutely a mint fish, not a blemish on it. And the jig fly hooked it right just in the corner part of the mouth. It just came out really easy. Just the perfect way to want it to come out really. So, but yeah, let's see if I can catch another one because there's a few more crashing in this little bay. So we'll see if we can get another one out.
Follow white rabbit. I'm taking potions, call me Alice. Watch me grow taller. Yeah, rabbit's watches in his pocket. Yeah, he stays late, but he leads me, so I follow. Wandering around in Wonderland, wondering how or if I'll ever get back. Wandering around in Wonderland.
Right guys, so that's the end of this morning's session. I'd started doing the end of the session where I was, but every man and his dog turned up, so I started to get a bit embarrassed doing one of these things. When you're on your own it's alright, but I guess really just to quickly round up and to say a couple of thank yous really. So as you'll have seen, I only managed the one fish, but I must be fair, compared to my usual standard, it was a really nice fish, so I've come away really happy. I was a bit vexed because I missed, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 fish, so not loads as I expected, but it was pretty well. It absolutely belted it down through the night. More or less, I stepped out of the house. It went really bright and started really warming up, so I got really muggy on the way around. So I got there at 7 because National Trust car park, I couldn't get on there and do a pay and display until then, so bit of a nightmare because you could have had another hour and a half easy. But anyway, and I've come away at about 11:30, so I've had a few hours. It's a big lake and it takes quite a bit of time to walk round, to be fair. The downside today is that, first and foremost, it's missing about 6 foot of water. It is really down. The person we're staying with in Wales, they sort of said to us that they've had a pretty dry spell through autumn, so the water table's not doing very well. So and then to make things even worse, they've got an algae bloom, which is really unfortunate because it looks like the stuff that comes off either farmers' fields or is washed in from some pollutants, but it's riddling the entire lake. It splits into fingers. On the one finger, it's really shallow anyway, but it's just let the algae just explode. So that's plastered with it. And then the Great Lake, as I would call it, has got it in one end but not in the main deeper water, so that's where I was able to fish. So yes, like I say, as you've seen, I caught a fish, and I'd guesstimate 13 to 15 pounds, like a complete twad. I'd left me corum scales in the boot. But it was if not the same as the pike that I caught while I was out with Paul on the river. It might have been a little bit bigger. So yeah, my iometer, as Robbie would say, is 13 to 15 pounds. Right, I suppose the thank yous next. So who first? I guess it's gonna be Andrew Garner from Cahira. This is no, he's not giving me these. I've brought these like you and I would do, but I asked him for these right at the last minute before I came away on holiday, and I asked the question, could you get them in for Friday, because I leave Saturday, and you know what, he smashed it in. Made something for me the following day, and I'll take my hat off to you, mate. Thank you very much. Cahira at the moment, they're my go-to wire traces. Normally it would be not too kinky, and I still do really like not too kinky, but the price compared to Cahira is a lot different. So if you want some wire traces, I'd suggest go and see it, or make contact with Andrew Garner on Facebook. I'm not sure he's on Instagram as well. So then I'd have to come over to David Warren, who is running F4P, which is Flies for Predators. You can find that page on Facebook. Here's a couple of his examples. This is on an 8-gram jig head. One hook, a bit of flash in the back. So sorry, just before I explain, that's a roach flash tail. One just dropped on the floor. Oh, running low on battery. This is a rainbow trout, same jig head, VB jig head. But these are the sort of lower profile jig flies when it's more like, you know, average size roach and rudd is around. Those that when I'd be using David Warren's. David Warren worked in conjunction with Ian Clark to get those made for me, because normally David makes like fly fishing flies, and I really needed some jig flies. So between Ian Clark, who got some jig heads sent over to David Warren for me, and David Warren made these jig flies, which are fantastic. I can't thank you both enough. You didn't have to do what you did, so yeah, cheers. And then MsCustomflies are the slightly larger ones. I haven't fished this one yet, but I absolutely, I'd make it out. The purple in that black is just fantastic. So these are bigger flies, but one of my favourite patterns in any jig fly is a roach flash tail. I absolutely love the flash on these. There's no stinger on that one. 10-gram jig head. I think this is one of MsCustomflies as well. Rainbow trout in gold pattern. The eyes have dropped off that one because it has been nailed a couple of times. Pure black one. And that one has got a rattle in it. I've never really done well on black ones for some reason. A few of my mates have done quite well on, but I've just not seemed to do so. This one's a bit different. So this one, if you can see, is a Jabruska head. Is it a dragon one? I'm not sure if that's a dragon one, but it's a 7-gram jig head. But it's a strong jig head. But this one has got a stinger in the back as well. And there's the normal hook in that. Also has got a rattle. So MsCustomflies, and then last but not least, a chap called Ryan Lambert is on Facebook and on Instagram, and another lastminute.com made contact and said, any chance you can make some flies for me? I'm going to Wales and I really need some, or some more. And he's come up with these. They are fantastic pieces of work, to be fair. Look at that. So these are, I think these are 10, I can't remember if I had these on 10 or 8-gram jig heads. Single hook. This is his roach flash tail. Again, what I wanted. Like a sausage, I should have asked him to see if he could have put a rattle in. That's my fault. I really do like them with the rattling, but these don't have them. And then the one today that caught for me, which is one of Ryan Lambert's flies, and that's this. It's gone a bit haywire today. I've got rid of the Shrek's pubes effect. But yeah, great bit of work. So in regards to flies, because a lot of you start asking me where do I get my jig flies from. So once again, I'll read it out because I keep forgetting anyway. So it's David Warren from F4P, which is Flies for Predators, Ryan Lambert, and MsCustomflies. So those are the main guys I'm getting my flies from. For any of you that want to go and get some. That's it for the shout outs really, I guess. I suppose you should say, I mean, other lures, I did take other lures today, I didn't take just jig flies. So for instance, I took both Savage Gear ducks, had a quick cast with that one. That one I couldn't really use because the treble on the bottom, it would have kept pulling in that weed every 5 minutes, so I just didn't put that one on at all. That one I should have fished more. I tried it, I was getting no action from it, to be fair. It's my own fault really, I got took away the jig flies, I guess. Once I started pulling a bit of weed off all the surface lures, I kind of gave it neck, and I should have persisted a bit more. Savage Gear Rat, I took that with me as well. That's a smaller one. To be fair, what I also have got with me, I think these are 8.5 mil. These are 8.5 centimetre. These ones from Wish for a couple of quid. So like, what you pay for these little ones is like what you pay for one of those. So, and then on my, I think it was my second or third cast, I hooked what I thought was someone's line, which turned out it was. Reeled it in, and he got this on the end of it. I'm not sure why they broke, to be fair, because I mean on inspection, that's all the braid. There's quite a length of braid, to be fair. Now that's got to be, I don't know, 20 to 30 pound braid, maybe a bit more, and it's got a decent wire trace on it, the egg snap on the end, and that was closed. So I don't know why that person got bit off. That must be just really bad luck. Usually when I come across stuff like this, it's because they've used nylon, not nylon, what I'm on about. They've used monofilament, and it's like, I don't know, they might have a trace on, but a tiny trace of about £20 to £10 line mono. So yeah, all in all, really happy today. And yeah, I might be really looking at one more session on there, depending on the weather. If it's raining, I'll be able to get over there and have a go. So yes, that's it from me, guys. I'll catch you in a bit. Ta-da.